as we're trying to do on each tape, we're trying to include a couple of older memories from Brodac's past, and we have got plenty of them. And don't forget, we have the tapes going back, actually, all the way back. So if you're enjoying these memories, well, there's no reason not to have them all in your video library, as most people do that are video subscribers, or the people that really do enjoy the memories that we have of what a great life we've shared over the years. I think it's exceptional.
Go. Wait a minute. Which way's the wind?
What do you call this, an ornithopter?
Ornithopter. Look at that. It's dead still. Oh, boy.
That looks like my chickadoodle in the cellar.
Is that something?
Hey, it bites! Get him off the floor! Now, as can happen almost every morning, you're in a mountain area, hilly, and everything's fogged in, but then the dew is on the pumpkin, and we got to go buy some ice, because tonight is burger night. We got to get some cooler ice. All right, Tyser, let's go, baby. What are we waiting for? Christmas? You're a NASCAR driver. Get out there. What a fog is. It's pretty good this morning. All right, and it looks like we're in a foggy morning, but they're going to fly classic today. We'll try to get some of that action on video, and we'll try to get some fun fly in the evening and some burgers, and maybe even go down a hobby shop or to the factory today. Oh, I hear motors running already as the sun is coming up. They've already had the pilot meeting. We had to stop and get food and ice and accoutrements. Oh, what a beautiful day this is going to be. The 1,000 people here before they even start flying. Oh, look, they got to get, Bernie's got to get all the, look at the water in Bernie's tent. You guys better watch the tent. Bernie's getting a bath. Look. He's getting sweat. Oh. Ah! Look at this. Oh, he's mad. Bernie just got a bath. I got that on video. You guys ever go fishing in the morning? I got it, don't you worry. Look at this, these professional fishermen, they're showing us pictures of their bass fishing tournament win, and they can't get the water off the tent. Bernie, I got to admit, that was priceless. I got it. I was looking and I'm going, did this guy ever go bass fishing? You're like, you know, you're reeling in. Look at this. That's beautiful. And Randy peed his pants. We'll get you guys some Depends while we're at the store. We'll get a case of Depends for you guys. I thought I was the only one wearing Depends.
The movie Dumb and Dumber, well, you just met the crew.
Trent and Trentier. When are you guys gonna race? I want to see you guys do your thing.
You missed it yesterday.
Yeah, but what was practice yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it the real race?
well, it was
Ah,
qualified.
you got the diesel.
This is the diesel.
Who makes that diesel? PAW?
Oh, this is Czech. Czechoslovakia.
Czechaduli, huh?
Oh yeah, man.
Ooh, that sounds nice
Oh
even.
man, I think Pops.
Yeah, that's Pops.
Mike Alamo made the tank.
Yeah.
Look at that tank.
He's a good craftsman,
Is
yeah.
he good or what?
Yeah, I can get him to make me some stuff.
Not bad for
No.
for loaded crackers.
Yeah,
and,
that's
and
right.
Some promises. Huh?
That's pretty good. Well, what are they having? The races today now?
Well,
They're having classic. I got to go shoot some classic.
They got caught in the rain yesterday, so they had to stop. I think they didn't even get the first preliminaries through.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the one. I'm going to wander around, see who's here,
Okay.
see what's happening.
Cool.
Then there's action going on all 7 or 8 circles. The people are starting to roll in here, and the classic event and some of the racing is about to begin.
Morning, Wendy.
We had a couple of the guys mention, I just want you to know off the record here, that you were acting like a little off limits up there. You hogged up a circle, and what happened? All the guys came up by me and bitched, and they said, "Weeder's got to go."
That's what my wife says every day.
I said, he's turning into a real bastard. When you're looking at the Frati flag, you should be on your knees. You should be worshiping Enzo, the king of classic. Oh, they're going on every circle now. A Whitman Bonzo. Hey!
What's happening, dude? Everybody can hold a minute.
Oh, in New Hope. Oh, in New Hope. God. You ever drop your...
Cool, man, cool. What's happening?
How you doing, Wendy?
Lou McFarland, baby. Stuff looks great.
Thanks.
Great golfing.
Oh, thanks.
Bernie Trent turned himself into a human dolphin today. He was taking the water off the tent. Gosh. What's that? Oh man, that's nice.
That's a bald Pomeranian.
Yeah, I know what it is. Wow, that is pretty. Really nice.
Man, we just ain't quite ready.
Well, we're
There.
never quite ready. How's that bipe doing? Did you ever get that bipe flying?
Yeah, it needs somebody like you to trim it or something. 'Cause
It needs Dan Banjock. He's the master of bipes. I'm the master of video.
it's not the greatest flyer. Hopefully we'll have
It was cool though, I'll tell you, it was a cool plane.
It was neat looking.
Can you flip that all? Oh, I'll wait till you get it all put together. I'll come back.
Okay.
That's a beauty. Unbelievable.
Hey, while you're here, you're the man to ask. I've only flown this one time, and the outboard wing and level flight was low. And
It's down and, but is it down inverted too?
No, it's high inverted.
Then put a trim tab on it.
Or tweak the flap.
Oh, tweak it. Those are 3/32 horns?
Yeah.
You can just tweak it.
Outboard the flap down.
The flap down. Yeah.
That will.
Whichever way it goes wrong, that you know that's the way you tweak it.
Okay.
Yeah, when you get it all back together, I gotta come see this stuff. You always have some cool stuff. I gotta admit,
Thanks, man.
cool stuff.
Thanks.
This guy looks like he's a real nice. That's beautiful.
Now it's not been buffed. I just cleared it the other day.
What kind of paint is that? Car paint?
Brodak paint with Dan, I've been using some kind of
Polyurethane?
polyurethane. It's Sherman-Williams. Well,
Okay.
we switched from Sikkens to Sherman-Williams.
Okay.
So it's automotive urethane.
Yeah, it's urethane.
Yeah.
Richard Oliver uses that too.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys in Texas like it because there's a lot of UV protection.
Yeah, yeah. And
That
it's
is
extremely
nice.
Fuel-proof.
Yeah, that is nice. You got a nice little pit area here.
Thanks, thank you. Wendy, that's my wife, Tracy. This is the famous Wendy.
The famous. Now you're famous. You're more famous than I am because you're pretty. What's happening, baby?
What's happening?
Voodoo, Ron Keith. Oh man, what's happening?
Nothing.
Oh, got you playing here?
Oh yeah. Somebody's looking for it.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? They making you work already? It's too early to work. Too early. There should be a gap in time.
We had that gap before.
Go down here and see our buddy Tom Morris selling illegal drugs as usual.
I kind of looked around there a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only.
Only. Fresh from a stint in purgatory.
I've been thinking about you, and I meant to send you some photos. You know, you like to post stuff that other people are doing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just put in a formal garden.
I like to take a look at that money. How much money you got there?
It's a lot of ones.
Ramo, he's the one we should rob tonight.
A lot of ones.
Like
A lot of ones.
Ramo, do you know Tom Morris? He's my friend from Sweden. He's staying with us.
He's going
Big
to the
Eight
go-go
says
bars
no
for that
way.
tonight.
This is-
We upgraded from Ukrainians to Swedes.
Sweden, let's see. Sweden. How do you say how are you in Sweden?
Hur mår du?
Good.
Hur?
Good.
Hur?
Good.
No, not good, but
You guys are gonna kiss or what? Get it over with. Yeah, good.
God.
Good.
Hur? Hår? How? Hur? Hud? Yes. Hud? Mår? Du? Yes.
Hud mår du? I like it.
Jag mår bra. I'm fine.
That's good.
Yakshimash. Dobrze.
Yes.
So what's new, Tom?
Well, right now we got the
You got the Brett Buck bell cranks cooking?
Brett is
All right.
cooking, and we're over here is the
Let's see some new
over
stuff.
here is the
We've seen all your screws and doodads
handle
and stuff.
buffet.
Handle buffet. Well,
Have it your way.
have it your
That's
way.
the handle buffet.
Okay.
You can have it straight, or you can have it unbiased. I started to call it
There's bias in our
gay
event.
and straight. I thought that was taking it too
There's
far.
bias in our event. I can't believe it.
So everybody was screaming for a wire ball.
Okay, cool.
And everybody was screaming for an adjustable hard point, so you can slide them.
Right. All right, so you got them all.
And everybody was screaming for a straight handle with no bias. So anyway, that's a handle buffet. Have it your way.
Handle buffet by Tom Morris.
Have it your way. Have it your way.
And of course, the usual suspects. The Jose Modesto ball link thing here. I love this. Oh, I love this system. I think I'll do this system.
But somehow he went into the store. Recording this.
Yes. For lawsuit possibilities.
Yes.
In case I need the money. Are you really from Australia? Are you one of these guys that like was a crook in England and they caught you and they
The family doesn't talk about that.
Family?
Yeah, we used to be called Urtnowski, but we changed our name.
No, nobody's called her now. We're all on witness protection.
Anyway, great to
What do you got to show us here? Come on, you got some of these engines?
I told you the other day.
What do you got? I know you're the engine king.
No, I'm not.
Well,
Tom's the engine king.
nah, he's like me. He's a fake.
Okay. 1950, England.
Okay, I've been to England a few
Originally
times.
Powered by a Frog 500 or an Eta 29. Do you know those engines?
Yep, I certainly do. Now, what is that, an old Fox?
No, that's one of Tom's.
Aussie, A-U-S. Do you know, I got to tell you, I got to introduce you to, my wife's not here, I got to introduce you because her dream come true is to go to Australia.
Well,
She has been talking about this. It's, you know, we're gonna retire within a year.
well, I'm flying back a week tomorrow, so she wants to come with me.
Don't tempt me.
Now,
There's the one that makes it all, go, watch your back. Back up a little, Nick.
Step back.
Back up, back up, back up.
You're a nasty man.
Back
Nick,
up.
I can tell you.
Back, hey! Sploosh. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. You know how I always define a new person you've never met before or haven't seen in a while? You say, here's my friend, he's totally crazy. And everybody says, oh yeah, he'll fit right in with us. We'll go to dinner.
Let me show you something. Larry Scrinzi, he put a tag on a bottle of fuel he wanted to buy.
Yeah.
So look at the other side of the car. It's one of those lawyer scams.
Oh yeah. What's that Democrat that's running for office? Edwards.
Yeah.
He's another one of stepping for lawyers.
Now, Nowski, would you do me a favor? Go stand there with the sun on your face and I'll get a shot of you.
Sure. Because we were working with handles. See, this has a little bit where your hand is down just a, it's, okay.
You do like this. Okay.
Yeah, do it the other way. This is upside down.
There you go.
Yeah. See, now when your hand is, your hand is crooked, but the bias is
Put
straight.
your hand what you think is neutral. Okay, now your hand is, if that is neutral to you, then you need
A straight one.
You need a straight handle.
You need a straight one.
Because you're leaning back at 15 degrees.
Right.
Now for me, that is neutral.
Right, but everybody, and according to your body.
It's what you're used to.
See, another thing too, you don't take into account. If a guy crouches down, like Jimmy Casale, that you're crouching, your arm automatically, it's part of what happens to your body.
I think I keep it like this.
Okay, so that is now, you're about 15 degrees up. Which would tell me, to you, neutral, you need a straight handle.
Okay.
Another thing too, a handle like this makes neutral very nice, but the penalty is that it's a little more effort to turn, but the problem you have is you're too strong.
Yes.
See, so you or Joe Adamusco, this would be fine. But for a small person, for your son, this might be a problem.
But most people don't fly like this.
No, they fly all cockamamie.
They fly.
Right, a combination of.
That's up and that's down.
Right, right.
You know, most people.
Right.
You know, I try to scribe with an arm because that's the way I read an article when I first came back.
Right.
I try to
right.
scribe with
But
this.
there's no two. I've recorded people flying.
Some of them.
There's no exactly.
You watch Wendy.
Yeah,
You
there's
know, he's looking right over there.
there's no two people the same.
I know. Yeah.
But we're gonna work with them tonight. You bring the handle out tonight, and we'll work with it. And obviously, what's nice about this, you can move
Yes.
in and out to suit you.
Yeah.
But then whenever you change your handle, take 3 or 4 flights. Don't make a decision on the first flight because maybe it's going to feel uncomfortable. Try again and again and again.
Yes.
And a lot of times, a ship that feels like it's turning easier one way than the other is because you're not at your natural
That's right.
neutral.
That's right.
You know,
You could bias
it's
this
not
very
the
easily.
airplane,
Yes.
It's your,
No,
it's your
I
neutral.
Right.
know.
Right.
So,
And when you're coming out of a corner and it's bouncing on you a little bit, bring that in 1/8 of an inch.
An eighth of
Try
an
it
inch.
and
Right.
try it.
And always scribe it with a little pen or something. So if it's wrong, you can go right back.
And once you're happy, put some thread locker
yes.
on all the little nuts.
Yeah, and like lock it in place.
And lock
right.
it in place.
Right.
and then keep that handle for that airplane.
Yes.
See, now some people I found, because I make these with the grip, some people would rather have like an easy adjust.
Yes.
But this I like. All my handles have this.
I like it because you feel like you don't have to hold anything.
Yeah, it doesn't slide
keep,
up and down.
Just keep your finger
Yes,
bent and,
yes.
and
Right.
it'll stay right in place.
Doesn't slide up and down quickly.
Jag tycker det står.
What'd you buy? A Brodak hat?
I like to have the.
All right. You're in the Army. Now you're in the Navy.
I would like to have this, but
These
it's
are
too
good.
heavy to take over
You
the
have
seat.
steel. Surely you have steel yards that can cut those for you.
Well, if you buy anything heavy, you could put it in my truck, because you're not going to build any models in Oklahoma.
No.
Then when you come back to my house, we'll put it in a suitcase.
This comes in 20-foot length.
Always my favorite part of coming to Brodac's. Ooh, 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 I am so... when do I get to do the shirt signing?
I gotta go get Sharpies.
You got to get a new... You need a silver Sharpie this year.
I'm gonna get a metallic one.
A silver Sharpie.
Yep.
Now you can see the steam rising from the power plant in the background. Lynn Smith's flying the electric Bearcat. But when the steam is rising like that, you pretty much have a real good day ahead of you. Stable air mass here. Well, all the circles have activity on them now. Our own Doug Benedetti, the master of silking wings. He's got some checkerboard silk OTS ships. Amazing finish with checkerboard silk. All the little squares line up. He's an auto mechanic. Very, very talented. Loves old-time stun and nostalgia. Good morning.
How we doing there?
Hey, what's happening, baby? Doug Benedetti, first official.
There, and there. What kind of fishing did he use?
Oh, it's a silk span?
And you got holes in it like that?
Not the
I mean, silk span is,
Okay, the silk span's the silk. Okay, this is just regular tissue.
that's
tape.
fishing.
Right.
Very fragile.
Yeah. So I got a kit that I really should build because my son bought it 5 years ago. Hello there, sir. The great one.
Where is he? Larry Scarinzi's here? How you been?
Hey, I've been good up
Good.
until the last. Are you filming?
What do you think?
Good.
I film everything. The seeing eye of stunt.
Okay, now here's.
The FBI even gets me to sell them some video.
Okay, here's the best one.
Give me a good story.
Okay, this is a good story. Last night I decided to break in
I
a
see.
new motor. Okay, I was tired. I went this way. Bang. 26 stitches in both.
Wow.
I'm laying in the emergency room. Doctor's operating on my hand, and the nurse looks at my tag.
The safety coordinator.
And she said,
You and Rich Oliver could go shake hands and,
something's wrong with this picture.
yeah, what's wrong with this picture?
So no, I tried flying today, okay?
Can you squeeze it?
No.
See, here's what happened to me. I'll tell you a funny story. I don't want to
No, that's all right.
look. See this vent?
Yeah.
I had a friend, and I was starting his plane with an electric starter, and the vent was over here. And as the plane started, it went right up my hand. And I mean, blood was everywhere. It looked like Jaws. And the guy was laughing. He says, "You didn't get it stopped. What's that red stuff on my plane?" My plane. Will that wipe off?
Okay, will this be in the Brodak tape?
You bet. Everything's in the Brodak tape.
Okay,
This is the human quest for excellence. The human quest for old men to have fun. They had a valid point, to be honest. Hey, those are nice shoes. Boy, when China takes over the country, they're gonna make us all wear that stuff, huh?
Well, I'll tell you.
Maybe they're making it now.
The first time I bought these, they were really comfortable, they're cushy, and I went into a store.
Yeah.
I just wore them regularly. And all of a sudden, I realized, I looked down.
You're a chick magnet with those shoes
I
on,
look
dude.
like Donald Duck.
All you gotta do is, what you do, you go up to people, Aflac.
Yeah,
Aflac.
Aflac, yeah.
Aflac. Those are nice shoes. We were feeding the geese on the way up here.
When I was in Texas, we had a big event back in the 50s and 60s. I was flying free flight too. And we went out to an airport, an old airport, to have our competition.
Right.
And there was a storm some distance away, like yesterday.
It looks far away in Texas, but it's 10 minutes away.
Well, I was standing by my car, and the next thing I knew, quite literally, I was picked up and carried across my hood.
Wow.
It was static charge.
Yeah, it's not. I know somebody got a shock yesterday. Somebody got zipped
yesterday.
Was
flying. Yeah, he got zapped.
Not funny.
But not with lightning, but with the
it's funny for the guys videotaping, not for the guys. Like I got the idiots by they're picking the water off the top of the tent this morning. They just got dressed.
Did you catch me?
Did
you see me?
No, I got another, the crew.
Well, I just finished, see there? I just finished.
You peed your pants too, huh?
Same way.
And I'm looking at these guys and I'm going, these are the guys that are leading tomorrow for America. No wonder the Chinese are taking over.
There were a bunch of kids underneath my tent. There were a bunch of kids underneath there, and I just looked up and I unrolled it. And they got a kick out of it.
You know what's funny? I know it's coming and I still do it. It's like, have you ever set mouse traps in your house? You know you're going to get your finger pinched at least once.
You do it anyway.
There's a mouse that's somewhere in the corner going, this dumb idiot. Doesn't he know about this? It's funny now to laugh about it, but when the blood is all over the plane, it's not that funny.
Yes.
But those shoes, they really are, I'll tell you.
I now have 4 pairs of different colors.
They turn an old man into a chick magnet instantly, boy.
And they, you take a hose to them.
Yeah. No, my wife has something similar to that. I'm afraid to let her go in the garden. I think, she'll afflack.
I wear these for all the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
And I go formal with some brown ones that I have.
You're moving up in the world.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy them. And,
yeah.
I'm wearing them here because these are the oldies, but if I get all mushy and muddy and everything.
Well, you really don't have to be dressed up at a Brodak fly-in. It's not like going to church. Not like going to meet the Pope at the Vatican or something.
You want to see the bottom?
I want to see the bottom, yeah. I like the little exhaust, too.
That's pretty.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, that was a scale. That's the way it was on the.
What happened to the Japanese plane? It didn't. Let me see how they get.
Oh, it's still in one piece. But cracked.
I know you cracked. Yeah, you had a problem, but.
Once I smashed into the ground and destroyed it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But last year I put that edge of that carrier deck and it snapped.
Yeah.
Then I glued it up and it flew all right. It's still
nice
flying.
pilot.
It's still flying good.
Nice pilot. Where'd you get the pilot? Is that a Sullivan pilot?
No,
that looks like Giorgino's thing with the water wings and everything.
It came from a company that I looked it up on the web. Found I forget what scale it was, the smallest scale they had.
Yeah.
It even came on the internet with painting instructions.
Wow, that's a nice pilot.
You paint it yourself.
You know, we're making Spitfires next year. We got the wings done already. Dihedral 90 powered Spitfires. So I'm looking for British pilots if you find any in a hobby shop.
Well, they probably have them.
Oh, I know they do. I know. But with the water wings, that may not even be prototypical. I don't know what kind of, that's a Navy pilot. I don't know. Giorgino used to make me a pilot.
No, they used to fly them. They fly over the Channel and over the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
They had water.
No, but I don't know what, you can't put a golfer in there, like you build a Spitfire, you got to pay the price.
Yeah, you don't put Snoopy in.
No, Snoopy or one of these egghead things that Frank Williams has the thing from IHOP or something in his plane. Checkerboards.
Hi, Wendy.
That looks like a masterful job of, like Benedetti. He matched his patch. Look at this guy.
I think that's where
He
that came from.
I didn't want to say. I want to let you lie.
No, it belongs to Dan Banjot now.
Yeah. But Doug gets all the checkerboards lined up. I just recorded his flight, in fact.
Ooh, I got up too fast. Yeah, he got it from Benedetti. Point in the past. And
yeah. He's got my Anderson Spitfire now. I'm counting the years. I'm going to send him a bill.
Yeah. It's certainly not the best flying ringmaster I've ever flown, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, right.
I've flown borrowed planes here.
Yeah, well, look, we're all on borrowed time, too. Kinda.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, I think you got lines crossed over there.
I want to wrap these up because I know they're not the right ones. I'm like, man.
Well, you're doing good. Even with a wrong handle setting and wrong lines.
It was fun now.
You kept your old heart rate
out
going.
there.
You don't got about that far.
I got out there and I'm like this, and I'm thinking, this ain't right.
Scary.
Isn't being old a bitch? I get up in the morning, put my wife's blouse on, and go, gee, I'm getting fat.
You know what you should do? And the buttons are on the wrong side.
Yeah.
A bag with the name of the plane,
Right,
handles,
right,
and a
right,
line.
right.
You're right.
I got everything marked. Not that I'm dumb or anything,
No,
but
it's just you got an old mind.
Don't you have to be able
they're all on red reels, and all the handles look like I made them. What's wrong with that picture? I make it hard for myself. Why not make one red and one blue, you know? Like there would be a hint. This ain't the red plane handle.
I trust you're not colorblind.
I hope not. I hope I haven't missed anything. I hope I haven't missed any of the beauty of life. I had about 10 of these when I was a kid. Oh, I thought they were glued to the table. They were so heavy. Hey, okay, I'll be right there. This guy even paints the engine to match the plane. How cool is that? Man, you should paint your B-17 with 4 blue engines to match the cowlings or something.
Silver cowlings.
God. The Vico bird. They got a great turnout in classic, as they always do. A lot of classic entries. And it just goes on and on and on. Looks like we're going to have a young lady flying classic. I don't know her name, but we'll find out when she lands. Like a Brodak clown, flying clown. I'm not sure. This might be the beginner event here or the beginner pattern. I've just been going from circle to circle. There's action on every circle. This young lady can fly. Ooh.
Tough luck this morning. I'm wild. I don't know what caused that, but she's got a...
That's your father. Your father jury rigged that plane, Grace. I always blame the men.
Right on out. You did Brodak dope, right?
Yes.
I crashed this thing in 2005. I built it in 2002.
So it's 5 years old?
Yeah.
4 years old.
5 years old. Broke off the tail, the rudder, canopy got skinned. The stabilizer spar broke, and I pulled an inverter from the outside loop. So I ordered another batch of Brodak Insignia Red, and this is patched up with the second batch of dope. And you can't see
I didn't even know it was
you
patched.
can't see a color difference between the
No.
original dope and the original.
You know what I always get? You know, and I got to be honest about this. You get the guys that complain about UV protection.
What's that?
So every time they're complaining, I look at their plane, it's in the bright sun or in the back of a car uncovered, and they leave it out on a field all day long, and then they complain the white turns yellow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Mine doesn't turn yellow. It's 7, 8 years old.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the way that built now.
I didn't even know you patched that, to be honest. I looked at it close yesterday, too.
Like even right here, the wing got skin that I filled it in and
Yeah.
the difference in the red from one.
Yeah. Thunderbirds.
That is one pretty T-bird.
Thunderbirds.
Picture of somebody taking pictures.
You can tell how brilliant I am, right? I know you figured that out. Boy, this brings back a lot of memories. I had this exact plane. I tried to replicate the Palmer paint job, but believe me, mine wasn't anywhere near this nice. And I really had, honest to God, had bought a Vico 35, and it was a pretty good running motor. But because at that point in time, Harold Price had a T-Bird that was beautiful. He had lightning bolts in the flares. I think there's still pictures of it around. And then from that evolved. And that was in the, maybe in the early 60s, I don't know. It evolved into what Harold had with the cuff on the wing as the Valkyrie, which evolved into the Crusader. So I was in Harold's shop most of the time all that was taking place, and learning skills from him that have served me well my whole life. And without leaving that out of a video, I always want to give him all the credit in the world, all the thanks due for sharing that with me, and I think maybe in a little way I've been able to share it with a few people, and it's probably good. I just saw the battery light come on. We may miss some of the end of this flight, not sure. When the battery light comes on, some of the batteries go 2 or 3 minutes and some 5 seconds. Because believe me, these batteries are used. They are well worn. They have nice rounded edges on them. But we'll just shoot till the battery goes dead. And we gotta go hit the charger.
What are we going to do for order for second round? Same order?
That made the comment that after Gary Sipra won the 65 Nats flying at Palomino, which
Right, I know the
was
Palomino.
his version
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
same airplane.
I could tell you what the trim looked like. Diamonds, little arrows. Yeah, how do I know that?
It was the exact same airplane.
Okay.
So Havey tells everybody, well, it's a case of a good flyer making a bad airplane look good.
We gotta sting Silhavy when he gets here.
Because he built that Quadron and he couldn't make it fly.
Oh man.
But he made changes to the design.
I think Big Jim still has the Gypsy. I'm not sure. He's got a Silhavy plane. And when I was by, when John Davis was alive, when we were by his house, he had the Blue Nobler.
It's the blue note.
The light blue one with the arrows. I call them arrows.
That's the one that was an old, that goes way back.
Because it has Jim under the cockpit, you know.
Captain.
Captain Jim. Who the hell made him a captain?
That was his, that's
He's
what
a
he
janitor.
nicknamed him, the captain. Didn't you hear me last night on the phone?
But we are going to sting and get John DeTavio because John knows everything. Yo, John was I think he ran the 62 Nats with Larry. I'll have to ask.
I don't know.
They did the appearance judging anyway.
Oh, he's
I know
the
that.
son of a bitch to give me
Yeah,
23
he
points
probably
for that
is, and
airplane.
we'll tell him. Do you know what a quality finish is? Oh man.
No, he said that airplane was a copy of Aldridge's Magnum.
Oh, for crying
Well,
out loud.
in a way it was, but without ever seeing it.
Oh.
You know, it was all word of mouth.
Now, is this yours here, Alan?
Yeah, that's
a little
my
Stingray?
Rayette.
We'll get some pictures of
profile.
that. Does that qualify for a classic or anything?
Yes, it does. It's P40 profile, classic, and open.
Wow. Is this a donation? Do I have to give you a video or a DVD? How many years did you work there?
Between that and the MX 20.
Do you know, we were just in Houston 2 weeks ago. Frank Williams made arrangements we could go for a special tour at the Space Center.
Really?
And because of that terrorist, that idiot that blew himself up or whatever he did, they shut us down. Oh, there's John. Hey, John. Hey.
Come here, John.
Come here, John. You remember? Don't let me tell him who you are. Let me introduce you. Because he's seeing flying saucers and shit now.
I'll
Wait.
get some pictures while you guys
Wait. But no, I'll introduce you. Wait. John, come on in here. I got to introduce you to somebody. Do you remember when you ran the 62 Nats?
Yeah.
Oh, you and Larry?
Yeah.
And you gave some guy 23 appearance points?
Right. Yep.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
There he is.
You're kidding.
John Havel.
I'll be
John DeTavio.
I don't know if I want to shake your hand around after that 20
Notice he's a good sport, right? We're going to take him for pizza at Bada Bing's.
Call my airplane a Magnum.
Hey, we had a lot of
He calls him, you should see what he called my plane. Now, here's what we need. We need some inside information. This guy's a legend.
No, geez.
Now, think of this. I was a boy 16. I made a copy of his plane in maybe, I got to remember, early 60s. I remember the color, the trim, the name of the plane. He shows up. I don't recognize him. The plane still looks good.
This is the guy that gave me the 23 points
And this
at
is-
the 62 Nats for my airplane.
How are you, hon?
He said, John Havel, forget about it.
Hey, we had fun. That's amazing.
Man,
And we're still
does Larry know you're here?
By 1.5 points that year.
Does Larry know you're here? Larry's Scrinsy.
Scrinsy.
El
met
Cheapo.
yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you saw him yesterday?
Yeah, he's pinching pennies and
Lampione was around and I bet talking
you saw Lampione's here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know the other big wigs, the big,
I don't know
big,
either,
the
but,
big tunas.
Some of the names are familiar.
Yeah, bring back some memories. Oh my God, look at that. That is the plane.
Well, that isn't the
Wow.
plane. That's the copy.
That's
of the
the
plane.
paint. Well, it's a paint job. I remember that
That was
paint
never
job.
been rubbed out.
I made, honest to God, on my father's grave, a copy of that paint job.
Good.
Right to the color, even with the things on the wheels. I got pictures of it.
That airplane, I finished that airplane 2 weeks before.
Can you take it out without making a project out of it?
Yeah. I finished that airplane 2 weeks before our son was born. He's going to be 41 in August.
Oh man!
And it's never been rubbed out.
Wow.
It's got like, I don't know,
Got the old banner wheels. Do I know about this stuff or what?
Yeah,
them old banners.
And I was so jealous of the Sippers with those beautiful finishes. I said, these guys, forget about.
Yeah.
I had heard from Alan that you had the Folkert here, and here it is. Look at this. Now, is this an old one or is this a copy?
Which?
This. Is that a
Well,
copy?
It's an old one, yeah.
No, I'm saying, is it 40 years old too? I don't know. This one I'm not familiar with, but the gray one or the blue one, whatever color you call it.
Now wait a minute. Which one are you not familiar with?
The yellow one I'm not familiar with at all.
You're
I
not?
don't know the history of it. Tell me the whole history. I mean, I know of it,
You
but
know I thought
I don't know, you know, like did it win the Nats, the Concourse, the Testers Award, or
Yeah.
not that we're going to get rich on that, but
No. Yeah, the original one won the Tester Award
Okay.
at the 63 Nats.
okay.
And Gary Cipra's version of this airplane, which he called the Palomino,
Yeah.
Right, right.
he won.
He
the
had the
Nats
trim
in-
like a diamond, and then each
Yeah.
side had a little.
Yep.
He won the Nats in 65 and 66 senior event
Uh-huh.
Okay.
with that airplane.
Yeah, Lou McFarland likes memories of that. I know that. Whenever you talk to Lou, it's
He's, I don't even remember who Gary. Well, Gary flew off in 65 against Gialdini
Yeah.
because that was the year that Don.
Oh yeah, I remember the banner wheels. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice cockpit detail. Look, that's a nice cockpit. Midgley, eat your heart out. Wow, that's beautiful. Now that's all Testers dope?
Testers color and no.
What is it?
Testers. I never used Testers.
Airglass?
Aerogloss.
Airgloss color and Sig Clear.
Okay, Sig Clear.
Yeah, I always use Sig Clear because it doesn't turn as yellow as the
Yeah.
Aerogloss. No, this airplane I crashed the original in May of 65, and I built this one and finished it in July or August of 66.
Now let me ask you a question. Even Cipra's Noble has had the vents back here. What was the purpose of that? Is that the way you built
Just
the
to
tanks?
clean up the nose.
So you could grab
clean
the
up the
plane?
nose.
Okay, but there was no like high-tech Fox 35 technology to going on there?
No.
Ooh, that body's nice and thin, huh, John?
Yeah.
Well, look at the nose.
Yeah. Nose is thin.
Yeah, everything's thin. That's an 1 3/4
You had to make
spinner,
your own
too.
tank. Did you get 2-inch tank in there? No.
Look at the
I mean,
prop. He's got a nice
yeah,
finish on the
yeah,
prop,
I
too.
always made my own tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that engine's radial mounted.
Yeah.
There's no beam mounts in that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Radio
nice.
mount.
That is sweet.
I'll show you how to.
That's a sweetheart.
I'll show you how the nose is. I might as well show you.
Yeah, come on, cough it up. Cough up all this technology.
All the secrets.
Get my checkbook out.
I'll send you a bill.
Yeah, I'll write you a check on ice and pay you in the summer.
I got your.
I got a lot of those checks floating around
I
here.
got your address. Don't step on my airplane. Here.
Look at all the secret stuff he's got in here. We had to steal
Well,
his
no.
car.
I brought all this stuff to show Alan because he's going to do the plans in,
Oh, okay.
in the magazine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at a small globe.
Yeah.
What were we using? Alligator clips back then, huh?
Small
No,
one.
a piece of brass tubing.
Okay,
okay.
Put a
gotcha.
piece of brass tubing and drop it in there and
That's pretty neat.
come on out of there. There. I almost lost that yesterday. That's what I'm.
What they have, like a bicycle spoke? Is that the old bicycle spoke? Yeah, the torsion gear. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Built the fuel filter into the needle valve.
Uh-huh. Yeah, good deal.
Is that cute? That is nice.
Now this one, I built this so I could put a Johnson in there, but I put the Fox in it. I put the crankshaft extension so I could put a... Because see, with the radial engine mount, you got to position the firewall
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that the prop
exactly.
ends up where you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, you
know,
can't
the-
shim it easily.
Well, you could back here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
see, the
it's,
engine offset is built into the plate, that
Okay.
mounting plate
Yeah, I'll be there.
that's tapered.
so you
that
just
it's got
machine
the-
in 1 degree or 2 degrees.
About
That's
1.5.
nice. The torsion gear, yeah.
Yeah, and I made it so it's removable.
Even in days when nobody had removable gear, that was removable.
Yeah.
When
This is the
everybody
first
glued
one-
it in.
Yeah, this is the first one I ever did that to.
Jupiter, pride of Lamont.
beautiful.
That is nice.
But
That is nice. Like them banner wheels.
The banner wheels, I remember those. Oh my God! Why, the ones I gave you, they're not the. Those are the crappy ones, though.
Yeah.
These were nicer.
These are the old, yeah.
I think Banjock had a set of those.
here's how the nose of that airplane is put together. These are like your, your doublers.
Okay.
And they're not cut out for a wing because you got to figure out where you're going to put this in the airplane,
Right,
before
right.
you put the wing cut out. So once you figure that out, then you can cut out for the wing. This is a floor that the gas tank locates off of.
Mm-hmm.
There's your firewalls.
Did you have these all laser cut, or did you cut them?
No, I did them.
You cut them,
Cut
okay.
them on a.
Because everybody now, they get into laser cutting.
No. These are 45 years old. There was no.
That they didn't invent lasers
There was
yet.
no laser cutting anything back then. I did this.
Boy, that's nice.
I did this in a drill press.
Look at how that box goes together, John. That's pretty
Yeah,
neat.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Now you don't need any motor mounts.
Now I take 2 pieces of your standard beam mount
Right.
and glue them vertically on here, so it gives me more thickness.
Some meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
meat.
and then fill them in with bolts in the middle,
And then your plate.
and then the engine mounts to a plate.
I'll be there.
Did you ever weigh this and see like what does this weigh relative to a set of motor mounts, and or doesn't it matter? Who cares?
I don't think it makes much difference, but the I mean most of your airplanes come out tail heavy anyway. You end up
Yeah.
putting 2 ounces of lead
Yeah.
in the back plate.
Especially John's.
Well, that yellow, the original yellow airplane, I had 3/4 of an ounce of lead in the tail because it actually ended up nose heavy. Now this is a spare engine for this airplane. This
That's the Johnson, huh?
But see, they got the plate mounted on the back.
Yeah.
You drill a hole in there for the fuel line.
Great. That's a good
I
way to
didn't.
do it.
Now notice the difference in the width of the fuselage.
Yeah.
This is a wider fuselage. This is before I went to that narrow deal. See
Yeah.
the difference of the width
Width,
in the width
yeah.
of the mounting plate there.
Yeah. Oh,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Good, terrific. All right.
So
Great.
the first yellow airplane had the narrow fuselage like that.
But it's nice with the narrow body.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
slick as can be.
And then I built a jet style thing too.
Like a
After
Gildini
Yeah,
jet.
kinda.
Everybody was trying to out
Yeah.
Gildini that.
High tail and the whole
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But I used the radial mount, and I used the Merco 35.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what Gildini had in the
Yeah, I know.
Stingray.
That's where I got the idea.
Yeah.
He told me about the Merco, and he said, they make good power and all this.
That's great. That's great.
That is cool as can be.
Really great.
Boy, that makes
I-
for
I
a
was
thin
all-
body. If you're
Yeah.
looking for a thin body, you ain't
Yeah.
gonna make it any thinner than that.
And
It's as thin as the motor is.
that's why you could put your motor, mount your landing gear on there.
Right. You got a built-in gear mount.
Yeah, getting the torsion bar section right was a little tricky. This is too long. This gear is too soft on this airplane.
Yeah.
This thing. Now this one's got a Johnson in it. It's what I always flew with. The original yellow one had a Johnson. And
Now this one doesn't have the vents in the back.
no,
For some reason, I guess you did it that way.
yeah, that other one was the first time I did that, but yeah, we just did it to clean up the nose.
Yeah. That is nice.
And then on that one, I split the cowling on the exhaust center line so you could use a muffler. So that the
Yeah.
cowling
Right,
split
right.
line is on the middle of the exhaust.
I gotta admit, it brings back a lot of memories. A lot of memories.
It sure does.
Boy, and to know it's the real one. See, that's the whole thing. I
Yeah,
mean,
this airplane,
your copy stuff, it's cute, but
this was 45 years old.
wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
These pieces are that old.
Really did a hell of a nice job on it. Man. Yeah, I see the price on the plywood.
Yeah, you wouldn't buy it that cheap anymore.
Yeah, you won't buy the bolt that holds the engine in for that price.
And in these, I made these on a lathe, on a 4-jaw chuck, and I just put a spacer behind one side, and then just take a face-off cut, to get.
Get the angle.
Yeah, I want a 45 thousandths taper from one edge to the other.
That's great. That's great.
And this is kind of like a pattern, a master. That'll fit the Johnson 35. And this is actually from the original Speed King that I crashed in Milwaukee. There's only about 3 pieces of that airplane left, and that's one of them.
You really did a number on it.
Yeah.
Well, you see, we never crash. John and I.
No.
John and I are crash free.
No,
We're drug
never.
free
Yeah, right.
in our mind.
Let me put this stuff away. But
That's great. Nice workmanship, I'll tell you.
I love to price it on the plywood. That's
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. I
4x8 sheet, $1. That's priceless.
mid-February, March, I don't remember. Introduces himself over the telephone, says, you built this airplane, and I'd like to publish the plans. I said, what? You want to publish the plans? I said, the airplane's, it's like 40-some years old.
Well, yeah, but they're flying classic stunt now. And he said, you know,
You see the interest they have? They got like 60 entries or
I
something.
know. And he says, we're looking for old designs, you know. And he says,
sure.
your airplane is very well known, you know. And I said, oh, Jesus, you know. I said, yeah. I said,
Even if it isn't, it will be now that you're here. You can autograph them like Bob Palmer used to do. And
right. So I said, yeah, I still got all my stuff. He says, you got plans for that airplane? I says, yeah. I said, I got plans I drew. So one thing leads to another, and I start getting all this stuff out, and you know, and that's how this all came about.
I'm glad you did. We'll have it.
But I haven't, other than moving from place to place and moving the airplanes every time, I haven't looked at this stuff in like 40 years.
when was the last time you actually flew one? Flew a plane?
That one, 1966.
Would you like to fly a modern plane, one of mine?
Oh,
I have
God,
I have an old one here.
I'd be afraid to try it, honest to God. I think.
Oh, I'd love to see you just fly
myself.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
Hey.
you wouldn't. We had guys fly from 50 years, and it's surprising how it comes back.
Buddy Weeder didn't fly a plane in what, 40 years?
40-some years. Took him to
I have an ARF
water.
Strag over there. You're welcome to take a flight. I would never fly one of these like
No, I wouldn't let you fly.
no, because if something breaks inside, it's all, you know.
Yeah, I know.
This belongs in John's museum is where this belongs. You got your will made out yet? We'll help you make it out.
You will, huh?
Beautiful, I'll tell you. See, in such good shape after all these years.
Yeah, and to know it's the real one. Now,
Yeah,
now Larry has a bunch of his planes that are nice, but he doesn't share them with anybody. Never brings them out. You know what I mean? They're sitting in some damp basement somewhere.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
no value.
That's where these have been for 40 years. I built a cabinet out of 1/8-inch masonite and 1x2 furring strips. And this thing is just, it's a rickety thing, but it's like 4x4x6. And I got 6 shelves in there. And that's where I got all the old airplanes stuck in there. And I built that when my
How
kids,
many more do you have?
I got a red Nobler that I built in 1960. And I got a that jet style thing
Right,
that I was
right.
talking about. And then I got another old airplane. It was the first model airplane I ever designed. It was a little short stubby thing with a barn door wing, and I kept it just, I don't know why.
Good.
But
Good. It's interesting. It's interesting.
I got another airplane that's half built.
I've heard that Charlie Lickleader still has the ballerina somewhere.
The bounce arena?
The bounce arena, yeah.
The one he hit the ground with?
Right, you remember that?
Yes,
Somewhere
I remember
in Willow
that.
Grove. I was there.
Weren't we all?
I was there.
Weren't we all?
Boing.
Weren't we all?
I can't say I've never bounced one.
Yeah, but you didn't win the contest, did you?
Nah, well, hey, look, that's all subjective.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was something. There's a lot of boo-hooing about that.
I want to see your airplane.
You know? Yep.
Go put that back
Little
up.
ballerina.
Bother them. So they were in her basement for 20 years. And then I finally, they were selling off her house, and after she passed away, and so I had to go get my airplanes out of there. So I've had them with me the last 2 places I lived, but always in the basement.
Good.
And
Yeah,
so, you know, they, when I took these out to clean them up, there was mildew on them from, you know, so they've been, well, but that's good because the wood didn't dry out,
That's
you know.
right, that's right.
There's a little moisture in the
That's right.
in the wood.
Right. And to be mindful that the paint didn't crack or anything, you know.
There's no cracks in this.
No,
This,
no cracks
if you didn't tell somebody, they think you made a replica.
You think that's
This one I always remember though.
This one came out a little heavy.
Yeah.
This one doesn't fly like, and even this second one, that one's a little heavier than the first one. The first one was the better flying one. This one is about 51 ounces. That's too heavy
for a 35.
It's too heavy for the wing area and the
It's a thin wing,
the
yeah.
airfoil. Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost like an Aries airfoil.
The
Real
original of the yellow one was about 44 ounces, and that was good. That was perfect weight. Gary Cipra's was within about a ½ ounce, and those 2 airplanes flew like, you know, they were about as nice flying airplanes as you'd want. You know, Gary Cipra was the only guy that ever flew my other one, the yellow one, and he said they flew just like his.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
great. Beautiful.
What good memories. Now, I'm assuming Alan's going to get some pictures of all this stuff.
Oh, he's got pictures, yeah. He took pictures yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, he took
In the middle, shooting in PAL mode. Yep.
using 3 times the size of mine.
That's a 90. Brodak 90. Brodak 90. And a 16-4 flat. Oh my God.
Flies like a Fox 35.
Big fox. A big fox.
Yes.
Very big. Very big.
I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, it's on. Jonathan will take some pictures.
About 40 years old, huh?
On automatic.
Airplane 40 years old.
Don't look it.
Don't look at the other one. The other one's the same way. I remember that from the Nats.
Wow.
63. He still remembers I gave him 23
What's
points.
nice about shooting a video, you can pull a frame.
What?
Oh yeah, I know. And it's
I know it's a
real
girl.
quality to be a 90. Yeah. Yeah, control line world.
That's funny.
What? Hey!
There you go.
You want a picture on the screen? Push the button on the bottom.
The boys are good photographers.
Yeah.
Well, whatever generation it was, look at this, how nicely machined that is.
Well, I made that.
Yeah.
I made
I
it.
remember Gildini had some kind of muffler on
He had
it.
a spin flow.
Okay.
That's where I got the idea from, but I just decided to make it with the hole through the center.
Yeah. Yeah, look how that comes apart. The baffling on that. The old spin flows just had this, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nicely made. That's like a Dub Jet Rich Oliver thing.
I turned that out on a little Craftsman bench
Yeah.
lathe. Yeah.
Did you ever see any of the modern Rojet engines? What they look like? They're made out of one piece of aluminum. There's no castings.
No kidding.
Oh yeah. You got one in a box, Ken?
Both of them's in planes.
You know what? Go over and bring the ARF over.
Yeah, right.
Bring-
First,
We'll show you what the engine technology of the
I was
day
just going to
is.
say that you don't sell them for $14.95 either.
Bring the ARF over and don't scratch it.
And this was, I put this in here so you could prime through the
Right,
exhaust.
right.
With a little hole in there.
Yeah. Oh, you got it all figured out there. Jesus.
Just come off the drawing board. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, the only thing, this was aluminum and it wasn't strong enough. I needed to make a better one out of steel.
Make out of steel, yeah.
Yeah, this was,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
one run and it would come loose, you know.
Yeah.
But just another, and then I made another one.
But some of the guys didn't even have any muffler at the time.
No, nobody was really using mufflers. But I made another one, just a body, and I made it like a silencer for a gun. I just took a tube, and I made discs with holes in, and I just pressed them in. You know, and there's about 4 or 5 of them at different depths. you know.
Right.
Now this is quiet. The other one sounded kind of like a motorcycle. It was louder.
Yeah, like
you
a
know.
dirt bike. Yeah.
No, not like a dirt bike. It sounded, no, it had a deeper sound. This thing was quiet. This was really quiet.
Yeah, but there's so much for the gas to get out of there. It's got to go, to Hoboken and to Jersey City. And
I know.
It's got to go away. Yeah, let me show you what one of these Richard Oliver motors look like.
Oh wow.
I wish we had one out. You can't even take this off.
No, that's it.
I don't even have a screwdriver. But it's all machined out of one piece. This one's got 2,000 flights on it. And it's all
plastic?
Yeah, it's just this is an ARF. And what these do is the whole engine is machined out of the same kind of aluminum, so it expands. There's no casting warpage or
Metal
anything.
sleeve in it, steel sleeve in it?
No. It's all machined out of aluminum.
And you run a piston in aluminum?
Yes.
What kind of a piston?
I think it's aluminum. But it's all this is secret technology. So how they fit it, what it's made out of, I don't know. Dub Jet has this originally was a pylon engine, and then they made George Aldrich made conversions, and then Rich Oliver now makes the conversion, and these are selling better than the pylon engine. So Dub is.
Well, what's the displacement of this?
This is 76. And this turns a 14-inch prop. Wow. So I use 6 ounces of fuel, and it's a very friendly, mild tuned. It's not a highly tuned engine. Very popular. All the guys that have one, nobody ever has any trouble with them. So, and I make 3 or 4 different kind of header. Rich makes a header that goes out the back. I make the tuned pipes. Some of the guys want pipes, some want the stack. Sergey Bilko makes a stack that goes out the 2 sides, like for scale, an aerobatic plane. Yeah. There's all kind of tricky stuff on them. And of course, John Brodak makes the art. These are made in China.
Oh yeah?
So this is, you buy it like this. Just put the wing in and it's ready to go. Feel how heavy it is. Relative to a 35 plane.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy.
You know, I mean, when you're picking up 35 planes all day long.
Well, yeah, but
and then you grab one that's like in the mid-60s. Wow, it feels like a lift.
Yeah, but look how much bigger the engine is.
Yeah, and feel how thick the wing is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big Jim Greenaway wing.
A lot of drag on that wing.
Oh yeah, you need a 14-inch. These don't fly good unless you have a 14-inch prop.
I'm
come here, look at this. I'd like you to fly one.
Gotta get him to fly.
Is one of those circles open up there?
Yeah,
Look at the difference in the thickness of the wing.
It's half.
Not even.
Not even.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? That's incredible. Yeah, but that's how technology is going in this day and age.
It's amazing.
Who knows, you know. None of us work for Boeing. Well, almost.
He'll have fun. He'll have fun if he flies that off.
We need to walk up and see. I don't think they're flying on that.
We could sneak them in. We could sneak them in over there. We got some pull.
Walk up and see if anybody's flying on the paved circle.
Flying over there.
Is it practice flight?
There's only 1 or 2 guys over there. Yeah, we'll go over and fly.
Racing probably would know.
Tell Bada Bean.
Yeah, we got a circle over there. Let's bring them over.
Let's get them to fly it.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on. Get the toolbox. Let's fly.
Where are we going?
Right here.
Top circle.
Right here.
Even if we just fly around.
I don't use one, but I have used them, but I don't use the way you do. Some guys do, some guys don't.
Well, I think when we talked about that too, I think
you don't need to have it. Well, is it good to have it with that big prop? Yeah. I think it would get more control. It's a big moose. All right.
Yeah, they're flown in 40 years.
How long have I got once the tape starts blinking?
Let me see what you got. I'll take over here.
Got it?
Sorry, yeah. Let's see what you got. It's a battery light. Okay.
The battery or the tape? Okay.
All right, we'll get the end of it. I got to go down and get a battery. Well, we'll get the rest of John's flight on it. This is the first time John has flown in 40 years. He's got the Strega ARF going on here.
Just for windy.
Did you get that out of the charger?
No, that's mine.
Same thing.
These comments are going to be interesting when it comes in.
Oh yeah. The main thing is we got to get it. I want to see his face.
Make it to the end of the flight because it just started blinking when.
We got enough, I think, to the end of the flight, but then we'll change it. I didn't get in the shop because I went to talk to John Havel. I was on the way to charge the battery when we met. You know how that must be fun if you haven't ridden a motorcycle in 40 years. How cool that must be.
Well, it's not like he's.
I think he's having a great day. He'll probably want to fly it again and tell him, hey, plane's going to be here for the rest of the week. That's why we have one more reason to have an ARF. Dig up some of these legends like John Havel and get them flying. Ken, you know what I need? Go over to the truck in between the front seat, and there's tapes in a rubber band. Bring me the one that says number 4. Is he getting dizzy? All right, Gary can take it. Yo! Woo! Hey! All right, John! How much fun is that?
Big bundles of fun.
If you haven't flown in 40 years, that's a good way to start out. John's wishing he had a cold one. Somebody better go over and get him a cold soda or something. He's out there cooking in the sun.
My celebrity column, Mindy.
What's that?
My celebrity column.
My column?
My column.
Oh, okay. Put me in jail with Paris Hilton and see what happens.
Wrong side of the celebrity column.
Drop the receipt.
I've been reading your stuff for at least 10 or 15 years. And now I'm getting a chance to be the writer and the designer.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, making an article or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I write for the Canadian magazine.
Oh, okay. Let me know what I can do to help you.
I will. I'll write to you.
I get the usual.
I knew you'd get on before you left here. Get on the handle.
Man, that thing pulls.
Yeah,
no, that's nothing. Come on. That's,
well, thank you for the interview, sort of.
Okay, what time do you want to have an interview?
I went
Let me see your name.
Milt Parsky.
Okay. An interview.
You gotta put up with him.
Come on, let's go have coffee. I'll treat you to a cup of good coffee. Hey, we better get it off the circle, huh, Kent?
Yeah.
I say it's time for a break.
Let's practice anyway. Let me get a piece of paper.
In fact, I'll get a couple of tail wheels. Because here's the reason, I don't have any. Get one of each size. These are what I use is just to balance the plane. Fine tuning the How you doing, John? Some of the scale wheels, the Robart wheels, the lightweight wheels, Dave Brown wheels, John's wheels, Brodak wheels.
I think what we need.
Yeah, even if I don't need it, I buy it.
What we need.
They got Thunderbolts here?
Where?
No, do they have Thunder? I didn't see them.
Where are the spark plugs? don't know where they carry it. Where's the park paper? I didn't see him. I'm looking around.
What'd you have for lunch? Did you eat yet? We're gonna go get a sandwich when we're done. Did you eat yet?
No. Where you gonna go get a sandwich at?
Right next door, at the Subway. John's Deli there, whatever it is.
Yeah. No, I'm looking for spark plugs.
You mean glow plugs?
Glow plugs, yeah.
Okay.
Glow plugs, whatever you got close.
Here's all the parts for Brodak engines. Hard not to like somebody to carry some inventory. Fine?
Listen, if they were a snake, they'd have bit me.
You get sick of dealing with old men here?
No.
Where's Patty? Is she still in the hospital?
Yeah.
Can I leave her a note?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
I'm too cheap to buy a card.
Brodak.
She might be
No.
here tomorrow.
She may be here tomorrow. Okay, maybe I'll leave her a little note and I'll stop and see her.
No, I don't see any. No. You don't have no.
You want Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
If they got them.
They don't have them.
John may have them. Well, maybe somebody bought them all. You know.
Where? You don't have any at all.
I don't know.
We have to get on them about getting them.
Get Thunderbolts.
Sure.
Tune pipes. Yeah, when we're done here, we're gonna get Ramo's stuff. Then we're gonna go to the sandwich place, the Subway. Yeah, John, you could buy me those air filters that you never gave me back. Now he gets deaf. Watch this. What air filters? I don't remember borrowing any air filters. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. I don't know about you, but I enjoy just cruising through and seeing. Now, for our Spitfires, we're going to need something like this, but of course we're going to make our own carbon fiber ones. And if we can ever get Doran to get off his duff and make some back plates, I'm not sure. Mr. Doran has not been on good behavior lately. See, John makes a big spinner too. That's a 2.5. Yeah, we're going to have to look that over for the Spitfire. You ever have any young guys come in here, or is it just old geezers like us? Old geezers like you. I heard that. I heard that, young lady.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, used to it. Used to dealing with the aged, huh?
Yep.
The aged among us, and we're among us. Boy, it was great seeing John Havel. He's a peach. He's loaded up with great stories. Boy, and there's nothing better than when you get old. The old stories of days gone by. Mama, hey, maybe I won't have to make a mold for a Spitfire canopy. Look at all these canopies. Woo. Now see, what John has is a mold for basically each one of the kits. Has their own mold. And he can sell the canopy. See, example, here's an Aries canopy, Smoothie canopy, Vector canopy, Legacy. Good support stuff for the products. Plexiglass to make your own canopy. Pre-bent landing gear if you don't like bending your own wires. Hard not to like that. More landing gears, pre-bent. Aluminum gear, Dural gear. Brodak dope forever. Gallon after gallon of fuel. Hard not to be like the. Now we're going to look for some big props here. This is what we're looking for. Seat 16.7, no good. We need 15.6. That's not going to work. We got to look for some. We're gonna shut the camera off for a minute because I want to look at all these. Look at all the props down here. Mamma mia, props everywhere. Some of the bigger props. Some 4-blade APCs. Ooh. Some big guys here. The Brodak props. APC 4 blades. 9.6, 11.6. Some of the electric props. I'm sure Palco has a heads up on which ones of those work the best. Some of the unusual ones, the scimitars. It's a great place, believe me. And if you think this is it, this is only a fraction of it. When you go to the factory, there's 10 times this amount. It's not even out on display. And there's the eddies. How you like this store, Jonathan?
What a store.
What a store. Look at this jet.
Oh.
Cool stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. A big bipe over here in the video section. Jonathan, can you hold this? This is going to be mine. We'll just put it with your father's stuff. And look at the kits, the ARFs. We'll probably head out to the factory during sometime this week to see how to see Jan and her operation. All the little goodies, the line reels, Sullivan lines, Sullivan handles. If you've never been in a well-stocked hobby shop, boy, this is it. Handles. Here's all different handles. Raymond's looking at handles. We'll see what he wants. Horns. Fuel tanks. Motor mounts, more ARFs, more things, just never ends. And the biggest thing of all, it's cool as toast in here, boy. Cool, cool, cool. Look at this. Bell cranks. I wonder where he got those from. Stooges. More windy bell cranks. And of course, when I fully retire, John will get all the inventory I have left over for future Keep It in the World of Control Line stunt. Now this is handy. I didn't want to tell people this. This is, I'll buy some of these while I'm here. This is very handy to have because this is exactly fits an 093 wire. And all these little things when you need them. What a crazy thing it is when you don't have them. Make you nuts. What'd you find, John?
No, I went over to the ATM machine. Get some money.
Oh. Rich is stuck, you know, up by the motel.
He is?
His car broke down. Kent went to get him.
Oh.
That's at least what he said. The car didn't start or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
All right.
You got room in your car if we got to pick him up and smack him around a few times.
Yeah.
I find it hard to leave here without buying something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Boy, that's.
In a hobby shop.
Oh yeah, it's against the law.
Yeah.
It's against the law.
Yeah, that's right.
It was good seeing Havel, huh?
Oh.
Man, I hope he comes back.
Never forgot.
He never forgot you screwed him, huh?
I didn't screw him.
Ah, come on. I take it like a man.
Yeah.
Give it to him again. He shows up, we'll give him 23 points.
Yeah.
That's all.
This is for old time.
Just because we love him.
Yeah. Oh, he was funny. Okay, that sounds good.
And then every one of these planes John has built, painted, finished, made sure the kit all fit together.
Yeah, I won't fly till this evening. Get a couple flights.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's too hot out there now.
That prop I got on there is no good. I got another 3-bladed I could try.
This is for your 76?
Yeah.
Just go buy a 14.5 Zinger and be done with it. They got them over there too.
Yeah, but I can't fit it for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Take the monster.
Alcatraz say. Okay, we'll get Jan to give us a private tour.
Okay.
All right. Off to Subway for some lunch and to the factory.
You're gonna go to Jan's first.
Yeah, I got it because she's only going to be there till 3 o'clock.
All right, let's go see her first.
Okay, and you got all your ARFs and dualies and ARFA dualies here? Okay. And we're headed up, which is right around a block, to Brodak Manufacturing to see our friend Jan. And then we're going to hit this Subway. If you're hungry right now, you could go get a sandwich. But first I want to see Jan, and if you want to come see the factory, come on and see the factory. This is where all the stuff is made, the Brodak Manufacturing. This is cool. Brodak's got his own district court. You get a parking ticket here, you got to go pay. Let's see what you gals are up to. I smell printing.
Hi, hon.
Hey, Jan.
How you doing?
I know you're on the phone. We just talked to you. Is it your niece?
Yes,
Hey, sweetheart, how
she's
you
on the
doing?
phone.
Look at these girls go.
Okay, ask him what?
Sure we are. If you want to show me a little leg, it's okay.
I put it down. Are you going back over to get more stuff, or should they run that through?
They can run it
Your
through.
card.
They could run it
Go
through.
ahead, run it through. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys come and
All
help
right.
us?
You're welcome.
To help us?
We came to harass you. Pittsburgh Steelers. We're Baltimore Raven fans.
Go Steelers.
You're allowed to be. We are.
Go Ravens!
We're, allowed, we're Baltimore fans after.
All right. So what kind of job is this you're doing? You're putting tape on these?
Yeah, they're for the for a golf course.
Okay. Do you make who makes the plans when I call up for a set of plans? Jan makes them?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to give a $1,000 tip to whoever made the last set of plans, but I decided. We're waiting for our friends from Sweden. They want to meet you. They want to meet you. They went to get their wallet.
Yeah, they are. Right.
Where are they? Oh, they're here. Okay. Did you lose your wallet?
No, I have it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, it's gonna cost.
Here's what we need. Two things. They want a real quick tour. Take 5 minutes. You know the little fuel caps that go on the end of the gas tanks?
Yes, the
You have
yellow.
black ones?
Yes.
You have black ones?
Yellow
No,
or
I have
black
black
or
ones. I have yellow.
Not black. Black.
I want yellow. I said I want a half a dozen yellow ones. Oh, I gotta paint them.
I'm Jan.
I'm Raimo.
Ramo Bark from Sweden.
Jonathan.
His son Jonathan,
Good to see you.
who
John DeTavio.
and the world's legend John DeTavio.
Oh, okay. Who
Jan,
is
I never met you.
83 years old.
Something like
84.
that.
84.
84.
See, I
84
was
and a
close.
half. 80, don't forget the hat.
He's
I'm
got
over
great
that.
grandchildren that are 52 years old.
Well, no, but I got a son who's 62.
Now imagine he's got a son older than me. God isn't older than me. So show us what's new around here. Anything cute?
This is Donella.
Okay. We always like to see.
Donella is with the printing, and this is Shelby, and Shelby's
All right.
with the
How
printing.
you do?
All right.
John Parker, and John Parker is with everything.
You're the universal slave, huh?
He is the laser man. He is the woodcutter.
You're the
he is
laser guy?
Yes. He's the laser
Wow.
guy. He is the
Laser guy. I mean, that's like you introduce yourself at a singles bar. I'm laser guy.
He's
Watch
the-
me light up.
He's the past die cruncher.
All right.
He is
All right.
the present laser man.
Laser hunter.
And right now he is running the. I probably shouldn't tell you.
No, don't tell me. It's secret. I can see.
Magazine.
Oh, the
all right,
secret
all right,
magazine.
Good.
All right. What else is new here? Show us new stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. All I see is ARFs.
Airplanes hanging up there.
You know what I'm impressed with? That room where all the ARFs are. You could put a trailer truck. There's a trailer truck load of ARFs in there. Look at how many of these things are. Holy moly. You think this is some little nickel and dime operation? Look at this. Look, take a look how much stuff is here. You won't believe it. This is for anybody that thinks there aren't 1,500 ARFs sold in the world. If you think like it, this is some little nickel and dime operation. Check it out. And this is just the Cardinals. This is just Cardinals. Oh no, there's more Cardinals. George Aldrich. Light streaks. Oh, scale kits. Look at this. Unbelievable. Jan, I'm impressed. Totally impressed. These are fuel tanks. Now you think you may want a few fuel tanks in your life? Look at the thousands of fuel tanks here. Woo! This whole wall is fuel tanks, Ramo. Fuel tanks, 10,000 fuel tanks. There's got to be thousands here. Look at the boxes in the bottom. How many fuel tanks are here, Jan?
The extras.
I know what she is.
10 million.
Look at them.
See, everybody says control line is dead. Yeah, sure. How many tanks you think are here?
I don't know. Yeah.
Legit. I mean, it's got to be a couple
would say,
thousand. Oh,
probably
easily.
4,000.
4,000 would be. Now, how come you went to the yellow ones? I like the black ones. Can't you find me some black ones on an old tank or something?
The black ones came from China.
China. Well, take them off and put yellow ones on.
Well,
John will never know.
we could do that.
Buzz will never know.
We could do that if you want the
Ah.
black ones.
I need two of them.
You need 2 black ones.
2 black ones.
Well, that's not a big.
I know it's not a bit. Well, I came to
Okay.
take 2 off and put yellow ones,
yellow
put it back in
ones
a
on.
bag.
You could have 3.
And that's right, and I'm out of here. I thought you had boxes with, look at the thousands of them. Last time I was here, you were making Stragers on that table.
Okay.
The kits, you were putting together the kits.
Now I'm putting together the smoothie.
Okay, look what's on top of your head here, guys.
The yaki stuff. They're going to show him. They're going to show them how they laser.
And how are you doing? Doing, my man. Don't let this thing fall on your head.
Reaper.
What does that remind? That's my plane.
Yes.
That's from 1980. That's older than John Havel.
I was there the first time he flew it.
John was there at that moment of truth.
In life, it's a real big aircraft.
Feel out.
Look at this. You think this is some nickel and dime operation, baby? Look at
In
this.
life, it's a big one.
In life, it's real even in fake. We flew it at a Brodak.
Yes.
Not Kent flew it.
Yes.
And Derek Berry flew it.
Was it this one?
That's that one, yeah. Then he went home and made his own. But his own is fake. This is the real one.
Wendy, what's that weigh?
132. A paltry 132.
because of some company transfer. It'll keep going right after you push start season.
Anytime you think dinosaurs are extinct, forget it. They're laser cutting everything now.
Yeah, but what kit is that for?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. What does it say here? United.
That's United.
Whatever.
Just getting started.
Is this a new one? This Bob Lampione's plane?
Yeah, we're just getting started.
Wow, this looks nice. Look how nice that's
Cheater-
cut.
cheater
Oh
bolt top and
man, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know how it's designed. Look at all the caliper.
Yeah.
Wow. You girls.
They got 3 plans to it.
You girls really deserve a kiss.
Yeah,
I'm telling
right.
you. Signed Bob Lampio. Let's cross his name out and put Windy there. John DeDavio.
All you have to do is put the wood in the same way as
That's that's going to be a nice little kit. Look how nice.
We got trouble with this wood here on this one piece. It's cracked. So this must have something with the grain. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Have to do something different.
Yeah, but they put a drop of hot stuff on. Who cares?
It shoots out the mirror here.
You're the gal.
Mirror over to here.
The gal of my heart. United.
Yes.
Baby, look at this. Is the laser cutter? Anybody has never seen a laser cutter work? Let's see how it works. Did you ever see that in real life?
No, I never seen that.
Look how that cuts. It's cutting with a laser. Now you program it in? Who programs it in, Tom?
John Parker or Sam.
Okay. I thought you were the guru here. Look how nice. And it works off a program. Here's the program. Yeah, I'm laser illiterate. Look how nice that works. You never seen a laser cut? There it is, baby. Joe Adamusco had our Spitfire wings that we just built. Well, Joe built them. Had them all laser cut. When it fits together, it's so tight you don't even need glue. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that nice?
When they come out, they're finished like that?
Yeah, that must be what he's cut.
Now when they come out, of course, there's a whole sheet.
Look at that.
Now, Tom has been to my house many times. He's enjoyed the pizza of Wendy's.
Yep. Good shape.
They don't waste any wood.
No, nothing gets wasted.
Well, that's nice wood.
Because you lay it out on a computer.
That's nice wood.
Well, I know it's nice. What, are you kidding me?
Get a Lone Star.
A Lone Star wood.
Lone Star. Yeah, I buy mine.
I'm amazed how that works. That is beautiful. Isn't it?
Sometimes we catch them on fire.
Okay. Sometimes you want to have some fun, throw one in there with a couple of drops of gasoline on it. Just put random drops of petrol. And that'll cut up to 3/8 of an inch, right? I don't think it'll cut 1/2 inch. It'll cut up to 3/8.
It'll cut half, but it'll burn it too much. You don't get a true cut out of it.
Like a profile fuselage, you still have to cut with a saw?
Inverted pin router.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we spray them with water.
Now you see when it takes that little skip? That's so that the part stays in place.
Yes.
It doesn't, exactly, so when you pick it up, the parts don't fall. Because if you were going to be done with it at this point, you could just make it that the parts fall out.
That was a skip. Right there.
Now what they do at the end, of course, whatever doesn't go, the laser cut, the part that's left over, they grind it up, make sawdust, and they put it in their Subway sandwiches.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing goes. You're going to see. Where do you taste one of these Subway sandwiches? They're special balsa filler coat Subway sandwiches. Look at this go. That is amazing. Amazing for anybody who's never seen a laser cutter. People outside the industry. Yeah, don't put your hand in there, by the way. You know it's amazing to watch the plasma cutter cut steel. You got his plasma cutter?
Same way on a computer.
It just disappears. Yeah, it just, like you make a little part, it's gone. It disappears. It doesn't go spraying away. Warren Walker has a plasma cutter. Smoothie ribs. 400. What always amazes me, Tom, is you hear these dudes say, control line's dead. There's no industry. There's no. They think there's 200 people left flying control lines. Forget about it. If they only knew. It's a good thing they don't know. And don't let that sweeper fall off the ceiling there. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's up there pretty tight.
Yeah, I bet you got some real rope on there. I remember when Kent was flying it, the flaps were coming off or something. How's he do? Was he going to do the museum pretty soon? Is he working on that, or?
I think it's all in red tape and everything. You know,
okay.
Trying to get grants and this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
10 million blind nuts. Look, you take them out like you go into the Starbucks for coffee with a. Look at this. Unbelievable.
That's them.
Oh yeah, it's good. John, you know, all of the people, when John was in my kitchen, oh yeah, control line's dead. Yeah, dead, yeah. All right.
It's dead, all right. And we're here.
It's not bad.
And it's in America.
Oh, the decals.
Look at the decals go. Yeah, is that amazing? Totally cool. Now this is where she lays out kits. Jan isn't here right now, but maybe she lays out a kit in such a way that they go from pile, take the directions, the bolts, to this, to that, each thing, and then they have to go back at the end of making 20 or 30 kits. If any parts are left over, you know one of the kits is screwed up because you put...
And then you have to go through all of them.
Right, exactly. So you never get a kit that the parts are wrong.
And that's the one who was the laziest left to do.
Oh, we gotta have a motor for that.
We do. Call Richard Oliver up.
Oh, holy crap.
Wow. Do you got any rev up props 14?
I thought we did, yeah. I thought there's some.
Are there any that he's hidden? He's holding out on me.
24-inch diameter and 9.
We'll go through his secret supply of props.
Isn't that a beauty?
That is a beauty.
Huh?
You get whacked with that, your finger will hurt.
Boy.
Well, he's got that big radial engine.
Look at that edge on it.
He's got a big radial engine, I know.
Decals? For Strega. Should be.
I'll let him put it in job and crush the box.
Quite an operation.
Hey, don't mess with me.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I know, look at the wood. 2410.
Grish.
Come on, I think a Rojet will turn that. Man alive. We'll put that on John Havel's engine.
Oh, Grish.
Is that wild?
Grish Brothers, St. John's, North Dakota. That's beautiful.
Ramo, nothing like this in Sweden, right?
No.
Nothing. Nothing like this anywhere in the world.
I have been working at a hobby shop. Never been like...
Nothing like this, huh?
No, never.
It's like heaven. Like heaven.
If he only had a couple of extra Strega straps.
Box there and throwing stuff in. He puts out enough for 20 kits.
You put out 20 kits, right?
Yeah, if you have 1 or 2 left of certain things, you just have 20 kits to double check on. Instead of having to go through 100 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Across the street. Yeah, just tell them that you have 3 string.
She'll put it on my bill. Just have her add it to the bill.
Yes.
In fact, you could have, you know.
Are you going back over? If not,
We're going for yeah. Call and tell him he took 3 Strega decals. She'll put it on my bill. She didn't total it up yet.
Okay.
Oh, they set. Yes, they walk away from the machine and it's smoking. They're laser cutting. That guy's not getting his middle rib is what's happened. Sell that one to Alan Brickhouse. Okay, and this Tom is showing how he makes a set of lines from wire comes off the reel. 10,000 foot reel? How many feet on it? 10,000?
10,000.
That's what Joe K used to buy it when we owned the machine shop. 10,000 feet at a time.
60 feet right there.
Oh, it gives you the footage.
I'll stop too soon.
Okay, you got a little motor on a foot switch.
Yeah, Clay changed it over. He put a sewing machine motor on it.
Okay, even better, yeah.
I used to have a 1/2-inch drill on it, so you don't have all different sizes. Our solid line here, and a braided line, strand line there.
Okay, so now you're ready. You just cut it off and
just cut it off. Yeah.
Tape it, and that's it.
Tape it, and
couldn't be any nicer than that, huh, John?
That's right. Beautiful.
When John and I went to Perfect Parts down in Baltimore to Sullivan, they had a setup like this, and we remembered.
Well, you bought the tooling from Sullivan because I went to buy the tooling and they wanted too much money.
For the tanks and everything?
No, for the line reels, the injection stuff.
Well, they just do they kept the mold.
Okay, but the big reel mold you own yourself now? Yeah. Okay. Because I went to buy it and then Joe K, you gave him a terrible price. Joe K says, I'll make my own reel. So that was an easy decision. So
Larry Drawn makes them for us now.
Yeah, Larry's still injection molding.
Yeah.
It's nice what you do. All them line reels Joe Kay made, they were nice.
Well, I'm still using them.
Yeah,
They haven't died yet.
Yeah.
Very cool, Tom. Very cool. I'm telling you, very
take a look
cool.
at it. Take a look at what we got.
Oh, he's got an old speed model. Yeah. Look at this stuff.
Look at these.
That's what John and I went up to Plymouth, New Hampshire and brought all that stuff back.
Oh, man.
Yeah, look at the speed models.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Unbelievable.
That's some Dick Shorman had all that stuff up there.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Boy.
Yeah, that guy had some ton of stuff.
Worth its weight in core cards.
There's all kind of
Look at it.
old stuff.
Boy, oh boy.
Here's my old punch press here. See that punch press?
Yes.
Tom came to my house. Now tell him, he came with a rented truck, and we had how many guys to load that on? How heavy do you think that punch?
Just enough, yeah.
All of my control horns were made on that punch press.
Yep.
25,000 control horns we made on that. Remember Jimmy Snyder used to move that around with the forklift, pick it up with that, and the forklift would die.
But you still have some.
Yep.
This is how we make the end caps for fuel tanks.
Yep, there they are.
And this is Taffender's old tooling, or did you guys make new tooling?
No, this is perfect.
Okay, but
We had some perfect.
we bought Taffender's tooling.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't put your finger in there. Don't put your finger in there.
Yeah, because they'll take it off.
You won't have to clip your fingernails anymore.
I think what happens after a while, you make so many of them, it all magnetized and just sticks to it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Look, that's beautiful. Isn't that neat? Look at that.
And what we do, we just use a lot of times scrap pieces from the cutting the bodies for the tanks. That's what's all.
Melt them down.
Yeah, then that way we just reuse it, keep
Yeah,
using it all
that's
the time.
right.
Yes.
Look at that sucker. What the hell is that?
Perfect had, when they used to do their tanks, that's part of like a lazy Susan, which I call like a lazy Susan. There was a hot plate on it, and in the fingers you set your tank with an end cap on, and in that you put 6 or 7 pieces of 1/2 inch solder that has flux in it, and it goes around the hot plate real slow, and then melts it, and they solder from the inside out. Then it comes around, it cools down and drops in a box. We have that machine back there yet too.
Isn't it? I'll
I
tell
mean,
you.
perfect. I can understand why they call them perfect tanks, because I mean they were perfect fit and everything else. But that's just an extra one for it.
Well, you bought Perfect out, right?
The tanks and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Good.
And what over here? This is perfect. This is how they used to make their tanks, but Clay changed it over to air. There used to be an older lady. There were pedals here. She had to push down on them and push back up. And she had to have one leg had to be about that big just from doing.
Right, right.
But now Clay changed it over to air.
It's all there, right?
Yeah, let's see.
The tanks are beautiful. Look at that.
So you change it all over to air now when it comes down. So she used to have to push that down. Man.
Right, right. So you turn into a football player, place kicker.
Then when you bring it back up, this is what sealed their seam together the way it was made.
Right.
That just
And that puts the seam in.
We don't have any. These are all scrap here. But see what they'll do, it fit on there like that. So then when you're smashing it, just smash that seam. Then later on you take it back and solder it too.
Well, once it's that tight, the solder is
Yeah, it
almost
doesn't take much to solder.
1/10 of a gram.
Yeah, but they have other stuff. I can show you how they used to solder their stuff and everything too. But that's
Oh, those
all
are
recent
nice.
since Clay changed that over.
Got to keep a little balsa wood in stock.
Some. I don't want to go through it because I got to pick out the light piece. I could down to get a light airplane.
If it's over, if it's like 1/2 inch fuselage or too long, this is what we make it on here. It's an inverted pin router, so the head will come down.
Here's their prop balancer. All the props are balanced.
It rides on this pin.
Oh, I see.
That's magnetic. If you've never seen a magnetic balancer, this rides in midair.
Clamps that go hold this down, so what you're doing, you just fall on that.
Yeah, I'll be dead.
So you're doing every one.
That the pin router?
Or then you come into where the wing opening is too, then you just do it. Instead of having that way you're not cutting this apart or cutting it on a bandsaw or anything. This way they're all the same.
I'll be dead.
And you got the same, the jet vac sucking everything out.
This is a little printing press.
And all that sawdust goes into the Subway sandwiches. That bread tasted a little doughy to me.
But see, John Parker, he runs that, but he runs this too. He would have to manually put this wood down.
This is the old die cutter, yeah.
Yeah, and then what it does.
This is really an old printing press, isn't
That's
it?
all it is, yeah.
And that,
Watch
that
it.
die cut,
Yeah.
Watch that, John. You'll be impressed. You don't even need electricity. You just have Tom sit here or get a campster or something to run around on that.
and that cuts it out. I'll be damned.
That's the first die cutter you ever saw?
Yeah, the one I saw was a clicker machine. It come down, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Yeah.
With the blades, and the blades penetrated. That was the old.
See, before laser cutting, this was the only way you could make kits.
It was the old consolidated.
Yeah, see, this used to be an old printing press. Well, we have one out there yet too.
Yeah,
With
with
what Parker,
consolidated?
no, I mean what Parker uses to cut. But on top there used to be a big round thing with ink. You would put your ink on, and rollers would come up. They would roll.
Look at those
and-
fuselage sides, perfect.
Now that is what is that, sponge material or rubber material?
Let's see. Let me show you. Here's a.
Because it's
See, all these are all dies over here.
oh, okay.
And if you had to get one changed, you'd have to send the whole thing back and get it done. See what it is? It's a sponge.
Oh,
and there's a
yeah.
blade under it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And the reason for the sponge, if the sponge wasn't on here, when it would die cut, it would stick to the blade. So the sponge just pushes away from the blade. That's what the sponge is for.
I'll be nice. Isn't that nice? Clever guys.
This is
Clever.
this is part of the Sky Raider here.
Yeah.
But all these dies, you know, we've had them made. There's more jigs up here for all the different airplanes.
Look at the wood. Oh.
All from Riley Wooten.
Lone Star of Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Plywood,
Who was
everything.
that guy that we went to see that was making the kits and we bought the blocks off of him?
Oh, in South Jersey, yeah. I don't remember. He was making the old-time RC kits.
Yeah, yeah,
So we also make this. This is for our half A.
yeah. Okay.
What it is, a leading, trailing edge. We do it all at one time, but we
Route it out like a Nobler.
3-foot
Yeah.
piece.
I'll be damned.
So then on the back side, what Parker will do, he'd come back. We have different ones. He cuts slots in here for where the ribs fit.
Oh.
That way they're all the same. When you break them apart, see, they'll just
They're
break right
perfect
apart.
90 degrees.
They break apart, and then that way you just stick them right together.
Like a Nobler. Remember you used to get the Nobler, the leading and trailing edges like that?
Well, what this is made on, see, we have the shaper set up right there for it, and that's what goes on it. The blade's right on there. And stuff. And this is the size wood we'll put in there. So here's the size that we have to go. So this is what it looks like when it goes in.
Uh-huh.
This is what it looks like when it comes out.
I'll be damned. Look at that.
Yes.
Right.
And you can see the cutter down in there.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Here's that sucker. Remember that guy had that machine cut off
I
the
know.
sheets?
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
all blades.
One blade went up and one blade went down. Joe Kay made that machine for him.
And he cut all them sheets in one shot. He put a block.
He'd put a block in and every other blade was like going up or down. Like, you know how they cut bread?
Okay, yeah.
And out the other side would come
And then the
1/8-inch
sheet-
sheets, or
then the sheet would
16.
come out and he'd run them through the planer.
And he put them in a planer and that would come out sanded.
Beautiful.
But he was making RC kits. That was
Yeah, he was making RC.
very nice stuff he was
I wonder what
making.
he did with all his stuff. That was all homemade.
Oh,
machine.
he had the whole cell of his house was like this, wood.
You see what this is here? This is automatic feed in it,
Yeah.
so you just stick it in
Bzzz.
by itself.
Yeah, he's got a similar, in Lone Star, he's got a similar bigger machine.
Now, when we was at Jay Roberts, he had a slicer. It's probably something like you were talking
Right,
slice
right.
wood. Because if you try to cut a 16th-inch piece of
Oh,
balsa,
it's impossible,
you know,
yeah.
you're using an 1/8-inch blade, you're losing twice as what you're cutting.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, he had special blades. I
Just slice it like
This
that.
they make the props.
Yeah, we make props and everything too. If Clay's back here, he can probably show you. We have to where we found some stuff after the painting and stuff.
and he's balancing them now. When you send them out, they're balanced,
Yeah, they're
right?
balanced already. Yeah.
Or real close to being
What is,
balanced.
what is the machine that cuts the props?
It's on the other side.
Oh,
here. Yeah. We still got
okay.
another room to go to.
Oh, man. That's interesting.
Aren't you glad you know me, John?
Oh, yeah. No, this is really interesting. I love all
Yeah, I
this
never
stuff.
been here, John.
It's our paint booth. That's where he paints the props.
Oh,
No.
oh, okay. That's where you paint it.
Yeah.
There's the paint booth.
Oh,
He
yeah.
Don't
just
stay
sets
there
on
for
there and
too long.
paint it all up.
There's a shh.
Yeah, we have an exhaust fan in it.
They're sprayed.
Great.
That's beautiful.
Let's see if Clay's back. You back here, Clay? tracking.
Oh, these are all the goodies.
Yeah. I recognize that machine.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
So we got Bridgeport there, we got Bridgeport on the other side. We got a jet lathe and a couple screw machines to make our parts. Here's the plasma cutter over here.
Yeah, that plasma cutter's cool. That's amazing.
Hello.
Well, what happened? Your car broke down?
It certainly did, Ollie.
Welcome. Last year I had it. Now you got the same parts.
Oh,
You getting it fixed?
How are you?
You getting it fixed?
We don't know what it is yet.
What, it just died?
Well, it looks like it blew a radiator, but it might have warped the heads.
Ooh.
Why, did you run it that hot?
I had to.
John
I ran
knows
5 miles,
people.
5-6 miles, because I was on 79 south, and there was nothing around there.
Yeah, you had no choice.
I had no choice. I had to run it another.
Right, okay.
I was 6 miles away from Waynesburg,
Oh, jeez.
so I drove
He
it.
was in no man's land.
I was
Is
in no
there?
man's
John knows somebody to fix his cars, though, right?
Yeah, he knows different people, but it all depends on what it's going to need, what kind of.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
We'll just get you a nice minivan. Put that one in the dumpster. How many miles you got on it?
90.
Time for the new car.
Listen, mine 110,000 when my motor went, so you got.
Hey.
I'm ahead of you.
Hey, John Hill broke down on the way to the Nats. The car broke down. He went into a dealer. Give me a new Suburban. Signed on a dotted line. He drove out 2 hours later with a new Suburban. That's mine dies. Believe me, the dotted line.
If you got money, it's nice.
No, we use your credit card. What is money?
Well, it's good enough.
We tell them we know you.
A used model airplane.
How many miles do you have on your truck?
235,000 or something like
It's
that.
not even broken in yet.
But I treat it with care, not like you. Jams it into gear. Phil.
No respect.
No, you're so careful.
You know the respect you get in this group is unbelievable.
When he says your car was broke down, I figured.
So now we have to deal with Rich's truck exploding. Oh, here's the old Vico. This is old Vico stuff here.
But Doug had it. Doug, is that
Yeah, well, Doug got it from Vico. Yeah.
Oh, these are the Vico.
This uses the old stamp.
Yeah, this was.
This is like a punch press.
Well, it was homemade. It's got a 350 crank, Chevy crank, and with a piston and everything.
There's a piston and rod.
Yeah. You turn on the rim, the Chevy rim, so all it does is turn around and that's what put your end on.
Right,
the end
right.
of the cap.
That's neat.
That's low budget. Look at the counterweight on there. Holy man, the counterweight is like 4 pounds.
Now, who made this? Was this Hunt?
Doug Tappinger hunted.
Oh, Doug.
Yeah,
Doug had it, but he bought it
made
from Vico.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, somebody in Pittsburgh.
Or from somebody bought it. Maybe it
Long
wasn't
time ago,
Vico.
but I mean, Vico must have had it. You know what? I don't have no piece of metal. I'll show you. Now let's see what it does. You turn it on. There's 2 different speeds. I think one slower. So what it does is stick it in there. See, it bends the end on it.
Oh, okay.
And you got to do it again. It'll bend the other end. Then he would take it from there, and he would bring it back on his roller. This would roll the body. So he locks it in there. Then he would roll the body.
Oh, okay, there you go.
You know, this is wrong size metal now.
Yeah, I
See-
understand.
So you can see it would make the body.
In the end, it would be a body, sure.
Yeah. And what this is off one of the old Maytag ringer washers. And all he did, he had grooves cut in it now.
Are you saying this isn't run like NASA? Do you think NASA operates like this?
What do you think of that?
Probably do. But then what would happen, you would lock these ends would lock in.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's how it would lock in.
Now guess who made this tooling?
I have a feeling that
He looks a lot like me.
the head Rama might
Joe
have.
Yeah. Oh, Joe K. I didn't make it. Joe K. made a lot of it. I don't know which one. No, Joe K. made all of this tubing.
Yep.
I don't know which he made, which he
Yeah, but
copied.
didn't, yeah.
Joe K. was
You put that in, and
Yeah,
he was a good man. My partner, he died.
See, this part here is from. This part here is from.
No,
perfect.
no, he had cancer from
What it would do,
smoking.
You had the semen made. You set that on there. It heats up. You set that on there. It's like-
Look at the baffles. These are the baffles that go in the tank.
And this here.
Yes.
From perfect.
And that's something. You ever see such a nice place in your life?
Them end caps you were talking
This is
about.
for.
Whitney?
You just put this.
What is that, a little steam
It's
engine?
a Sterling hot air engine. You put a fire underneath here and it runs.
I'll be done.
That's 3 months work.
Wow, and you machined all the parts, or did you buy a kit, or what?
I bought a kit and machined all parts.
Oh
Whoa.
my God, that's beautiful.
That looks like something Joe Kay would have done. Look at this. Now you could make a twin-cylinder Ferrari out of that. Isn't that cool? Check that out. Very nice. Look, it's all brass, nicely made.
Yeah, look at it. The machine work. It's beautiful.
It's a piece of work.
Yeah.
You know what I did one time? I never saw anything so interesting in my life. We went on a steamboat ride in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And the guy let us go where the steam engine is. Those rods are going like this. True-trum, true-trum, true-trum. But the power that it's got, the power is unbelievable.
See, that's a vertical engine in the boats because they didn't have enough to use a horizontal. Instead
Right,
They designed
right.
a vertical steam.
Yeah. Okay.
And use the boats.
But the rod goes in.
Yeah.
I thought it was slow motion. The big thing that goes to the wheel. True-trum, true-trum.
Yeah, like that. A lot of power and steam. You got a nice little prop.
Look at it. Looks like the Tavio drilled this one out. Who the hell drilled this one
That's a
out?
project I'm working on.
This is the offset prop op. You know what? We could probably convince people that, like, put it on your plane this way and just walk away, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, that's the trick to more power." Offset props, oscillating prop option.
Oscillate in the corners.
Put one on Kent's plane. Hey, are we gonna get something to eat or what? You eat yet, Rich? Let's go to Subway.
You want to see this new edition?
Yeah, we want to see all your stuff, Clay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They made with Chevy rim.
I saw the old version. It was.
Well, this is the same version, only I've got.
Here,
I think I've
here we
got.
go. Right here.
What's the other one?
What? Don't get caught stealing them.
This is what we need.
Don't get caught stealing them. I'm telling you. They cut your fingers off in a punch press. They catch you taking them. If John looks at this video and he's, what are you going in business? You need two. You need two. Tommy's taking 50.
This way.
You need two. What a thief! John, up his bill.
I only took
I got two. Oh, look at this.
Okay, this is the prop cutter. You want to make a prop from a blank?
Yeah.
Sure.
Watch how a prop is made. You guys have never seen a prop made.
It's out like this. It's solid, plane it to this thick, to the proper thickness. We drill a hole in it.
And what kind of wood is that, Clay?
Ash.
Ash. Okay.
And then we bring it over to this machine,
We just have a little one over
stick
there.
it on here,
Big one's back here that
go around this,
Perfect used to make, yeah.
we end up with this.
It's right there.
And then,
That's had this big wheel.
Watch how he makes a prop. Don't put your fingers in there. If you want to have a finger that looks like a prop, now's the time to put it in there. It's a lot faster than I can carve a prop.
what's the reverse system?
Gotta have a cam here.
And then you do the other side.
Right, I take this off, I put one of these molds on.
But it's the same operation, right, Clay?
Same operation, I change the cutter.
This is a different die.
Pretty neat, huh?
You use a
That's
different
beautiful.
can, right?
No, same can.
What's the
That's
other
the way it cuts that out. Unbelievable.
Same can.
You know what? You should sell the props half cut. Nobody'd know the difference. These bozos, they'd be
Hey,
putting them on that
this
plate.
might fly good.
For you,
Shut up. Dirty rat.
you know, Clay, you want to know something? These guys don't know anything about props. They can't make a prop from a square piece of wood to save their life.
Well, Wendy gave me
And I'm
some,
one of them.
Wendy gave me some very valuable information on him whenever he was here before. And,
Oh.
Surprised.
Are you?
He gave you valuable information.
He bought me a Subway sandwich with all sawdust in it, but
It's amazing the way they.
it is.
Make a mold out.
It is. And you know what, Clay?
And then when you do the other side, how do you do that? You make
The truth is, when they first started making these,
Changes the
the new ones are much better. These are much nicer. I am impressed. See how thin that is there? The old ones were not that thin.
the old ones, when the old machine had rollers that rolled along a piece of metal, and if you would get these chips down in there, it would give you,